What if A Christmas Carol was more than a festive tale? What if it was Charles Dickens' sledgehammer against greed? Discover the shocking truth behind Scrooge's story and the hidden message that changed Christmas forever. Have you ever wondered why A Christmas Carol was written in the first place? Was it just a festive story or something much more? Hey guys, I'm William, and welcome back to Exploring History. Today, we're diving into Charles Dickens' real motive behind A Christmas Carol, and it's not what you might think. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see how one book changed Christmas, and maybe even the way we think about the holiday season itself. It was December 1843. London was cold and dark, a city where the wealthy lived in stark contrast to the poor, whose children labored in factories and whose families often found themselves on the edge of survival. The narrow, winding streets of Victorian London were shrouded in thick fog, lit by the dim glow of gas lamps. In the wealthier quarters, grand estates bustled with preparations for holiday feasts, while just blocks away, the air was thick with coal smoke, and the streets teemed with orphaned children, clutching thin shawls against the biting cold as they huddled in alleys for warmth. Into this world stepped Charles Dickens, a man whose words would forever shape the spirit of Christmas. Dickens knew poverty firsthand. At 12, he worked in a shoe polish factory while his family was confined to a debtor's prison, a traumatic experience that fueled his empathy and passion for social justice. As winter approached, Dickens was shaken by a parliamentary report detailing the horrors of child labor. By the 1840s, over 120,000 children under 14 worked in factories, mines, and mills. The report revealed harrowing accounts of children as young as 5 enduring 12 to 16-hour shifts in brutal, dangerous conditions. For many families, it was a grim choice: starve or send their children to work. Dickens' first impulse was not to write a story, but a pamphlet. He wanted to rally the English people to the cause of the poor, to open their eyes to the suffering around them. But pamphlets are read once and quickly forgotten. Dickens knew he needed something more, a story with the power to haunt minds and stir hearts. Within a week, his vision took form. A ghostly tale that would follow a miser, a man named Ebenezer Scrooge, whose journey from cold-heartedness to compassion would reflect the transformation Dickens wished to inspire in his readers. Dickens crafted Scrooge's journey as a moral guide for society, a reminder that compassion and generosity could lift a country. In Ebenezer Scrooge, the wealthy elite would recognize themselves. In the Cratchits, the working poor would see their struggles acknowledged. Through visions of his past, present, and future, Scrooge is made to see the true cost of his greed, not only to himself, but to those around him. Dickens painted a stark picture of a man trapped by his wealth, his callousness toward his fellow man, a symptom of a society that had come to value profit over people. In Bob Cratchit, Dickens gave us a face to the laboring class, overworked, underpaid, yet resilient. And in Tiny Tim, he showed us the innocent victims of neglect, those who, in the eyes of men like the unrepentant Scrooge, were simply surplus population. But Dickens offered more than condemnation. Scrooge's transformation was a call to action, a reminder that change begins within. Following the release of A Christmas Carol, readers across England were moved by its message. Workers pooled wages to purchase copies. Some employers doubled holiday donations to the poor. Even Queen Victoria expressed a fascination with the tale, helping cement it as a cherished Christmas tradition. Within a year, charities reported a surge in donations as the book's influence inspired acts of kindness across the country. The impact was immediate and profound. A Christmas Carol became an instant success, and the rituals it inspired, family gatherings, festive feasts, the spirit of giving, helped shape what we now know as the modern Christmas tradition. Even today, Dickens' tale resonates as the world grapples with growing income inequality and labor exploitation. The question he raised in 1843, do we see one another's humanity or only economic worth, continues to challenge us each holiday season. To this day, as each Christmas season arrives, Dickens' tale lives on, reminding us of a simple truth, that every life has worth and every person deserves dignity. In an era consumed by materialism, Dickens' words remain a haunting echo from the past, urging us to see each other as fellow passengers to the grave. But as we celebrate with friends and family, we might ask ourselves, have we truly embraced the lesson Dickens sought to teach? Or have we let the spirit of Christmas slip into mere tradition, ignoring the same injustices he sought to expose? So as you read or watch A Christmas Carol this season, remember the plight of the Cratchits, the tenderness of Tiny Tim, and the transformation of Ebenezer Scrooge. Remember that, even today, we have the power to be the spirit that brings light to the world. As Scrooge looks upon Tiny Tim, this fragile symbol of innocence and strength, the question remains, are we willing to see, to act, to change? Or do we turn away, dismissing the suffering we'd rather ignore?
So there you have it, the hidden truth behind A Christmas Carol and how Charles Dickens used it to reshape Christmas forever. Thanks so much for watching. If you loved uncovering this holiday mystery, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and check out our next video for more hidden stories from the past. Remember, history isn't just in the books, it's all around us. I'm your host, William, and I can't wait to see you next time when we explore moments that made history.